Public restrooms need to be destroyed. Public toilets are the nastiest things to ever be conceived on this earth. And I'd rather poop my pants than subject myself to the torture that is trying to utilize the public restroom. It doesn't matter where the toilet is located. It could be a library, the gym, a restaurant. They will always be nasty, no matter how much you try to clean them. And that's one of the problems. If there is a public toilet located in the vicinity, you know damn well that that toilet ain't being cleaned, period. Hundreds of random people use it daily, and not one person is put in charge of actually maintaining it, so it doesn't become a literal heaping pile of manure. In most cases, there's probably poo-poo smears all over the walls and toilet seat, urine all over the ground, and some homeless guy constantly stealing toilet paper rolls. So whenever you enter these public restrooms, you gotta be prepared for the worst experience possible. I've had to double check the toilet paper situation of some of these public restrooms to ensure I don't accidentally start using it, and find out once I'm done that there's no more toilet paper and that I'm now trapped inside with no hope of ever getting out. Sometimes it's not even the toilet paper rolls being stolen. I've seen entire toilets completely ripped out of the ground because some dumb guy thought it would be funny to pull a devious lick. Great, now people are gonna start pooping in the hole and the whole restroom is gonna smell like straight sewage. I'm pretty sure my fear of public bathrooms stemmed from my years in school. From K to 12, you had to ask for the damn bathroom, get a bathroom pass, or be forced to bring someone else along with you. For one, I hated having to ask because not only are you interrupting the entire class, but now everyone knows you gotta go dookie. Yeah, everybody's gotta do it, but I'm not trying to announce it to everyone in the class. And second, there are always kids camping in the school restrooms just so they can skip class or at least buy some time before returning to the classroom. And this was a common occurrence in every grade level. These kids hated class so much that they would rather spend their entire hour camping in the poop and piss filled hellhole of a public restroom. These school bathrooms were probably rat and bug infested, smelled terrible, and you could hear everything, and I never understood why these people would ever subject themselves to staying in such a place rather than just walking around or sitting in class. And the worst of all, they would always make comments regarding people who were actually there to do their business. If you were there to actually use the restroom, you'd have to make your way through the crowd of dumbasses blocking the stalls. Every time these restroom campers heard or smelled someone actually using the toilet as intended, they would always say some dumb stuff about it, bang on the stalls, or try to figure out who was using it. At one point, I was even offered a stick of gum inside our school restroom, after having finished my business. And guess what? I took it, and proceeded to chew on it as I left the restroom. Should I have done that? Probably not. The public restroom experience basically scarred me for life. And throughout school, I would refuse to use a school restroom unless I absolutely had to. And ultimately, it became a habit of mine to hold everything in until I got home. Because trying to use the public restrooms was such a miserable experience throughout my life. Now, as an adult, I'm also realizing the other things that people tend to use public restrooms for, other than their intended purpose of pooping and peeing. Some addicts utilize public restrooms as private areas to consume their illegal substances. Oftentimes they're leaving remnants of their activities all around the floor. Like, come on, man. The area is free for you to use. Can't we please just pick up the things and put it in the trash? And some couples are out here doing hanky-panky in probably the nastiest location you could do it in. Like, come on. You couldn't wait until you got home to do that? The sheer smell of the public restroom would probably make my nuts shrivel up and my meat go inwards. Yeah. In conclusion, public restrooms are the nastiest place on earth, and I will continue to utilize my iron bladder and hold everything in until I get home to a toilet that is actually safe and clean. I might get kidney or bladder stones, but having those is probably a less miserable experience than having to use the nasty ass public restrooms. Destroy them all, please.